Want to know what a real man would tell their lady about love and life? You're in the right place. This is Hello Ladies with Rom Wills. Rom Wills is an author, speaker, and proud father. Grab some wine, sit back, and enjoy.
Hello, ladies. Welcome to my spot. The good man might not resemble the one in your imagination. And ladies, I know, you know what, some of the stuff I just got to keep going over and over. And because this is something I've always seen. A lot of women, a lot of y'all got that imaginary man, that imaginary ideal. You know, got that big checklist. You know, got everything on it. Shoot, there's been national programs that had it. They had that checklist, women with those checklists on them. I remember one, it was something when Steve Harvey was big for that book he wrote. He was on Oprah. And there was a woman on there had this 42-point checklist for what she wanted in a man. And they were nice about it. If I was on there, I would have just said what I've always said to women when one of y'all is giving me that long checklist. I'll say one simple thing. Have you met that particular man? Seriously. Have you met him? Okay, if you haven't, how do you know you will like that man, and how you know he's going to have all that? Because, see, one problem with that checklist is it's perfect. But last time I looked, no one on this planet is perfect. You know, I haven't seen anybody recently walk on water, so I don't see anybody as perfect. None of us are perfect. Because here's the reality. The good man you want, he might not be 6'2". He might be 5'9". Good man you want might not have that model face. You know, he might have a more of an average face, but he do wash it and he do get regular haircuts. He might not have that perfect muscular build, or, you know what, he might not have that thing hanging down by his knees. But he good for you, and he know how to work with what he got. See, here's the issue. Many women want the fantasy man. And indeed, you do got some guys out there who play right to that fantasy, what Master Teacher BGS called diesels. You know, those sex worker types, gigolos, male exotic dancers and stuff. But it's just that. They play to your fantasy. Are they the real thing? No. Because, you know, you might want that millionaire. You might think you want that millionaire, but you haven't dealt with them. You know, let me use that for an example. And I've used this example before. I'm going to keep using it. A lot of women say they want that man with all the money. Okay. Hey, money's necessary. But what if that man with all the money doesn't spend time at home? What if that man with the money doesn't want to help out around the house? I've known several women who've got with guys who were making six figures. They couldn't wait to get away from them. I knew one woman, she got that seemingly perfect guy making all the money. He was tall and everything. And then when that woman dropped the first baby, she found out that dude had no fatherly instincts. Didn't barely interacted with the child. It was a boy child too. And stuff. And so she thought she had everything, bragging and stuff, found out some stuff. See, here's the thing though. Your imagination is just that. You ain't thinking about some negative stuff that can pop up, and anything can. You know, you might be dealing with somebody crazy. You might be dealing with somebody imperfect, or, well, definitely imperfect, but, well, I wasn't going to use the crazy. I'll say psychotic. How about that? And then that's if you even meet him. Because I always say that to ladies. In fact, I challenge any ladies to say, have you met the guy on your list, that perfect man? Have you seriously? He just had everything you want. Have you met him? And then the question becomes, how come you're not with him? Or if you say you were with him, how come you're not together now? There was a reason, right? Oh, yeah, there was some reason y'all broke up. Shoot. Even if you say, well, he broke up from you. Okay, what was it about you that caused him to break up? You see what I'm saying? But here's the thing. I maintain every woman out there got a perfect man for them. He's just not going, one, he ain't going to come in the package you want him to come in. Two, you might have to grow. He might be the type of guy make you grow some. And when I say grow, I mean grow spiritually, because he might be challenging when you first meet him. And he definitely might not come in a package you expect, but that's the guy who gives a shit about you. And I mean it in those terms. He gives a shit about you. He wants to be there for you. He sees your beauty. You know, other guys calling you average at best. Shoot, you're a dime to him. But you might not want to deal with him. Why? Because, hey, he don't check too many things on your checklist. But here's something else, too. And I think I shared this about this woman who was trying to do all this stuff to change me into what she believed her ideal. She even had the nerve to be on the phone with somebody and say, oh, yeah, you know, I'm working with all of that stuff. And I'm like, damn, I don't recall telling her that I'm deaf or stupid. And, you know, and it's like, you know, there was a blow up between us. But then as she got to know me over the next couple years, she actually said to me, she said, hey, Rom, you know what? All that bullshit I was doing wasn't even necessary. Because I was showing her something new. See, that's something else with a good man. He might present some stuff to you you weren't even thinking about. He might show you parts of himself and parts of you that you didn't know existed. Like, I think I mentioned this on here. I think. Let me know if I have. If I didn't, just sit back. It's new for some people, maybe old for others. But I knew this woman, young lady, and she's in the art world and stuff now, but she wasn't there until she met this guy who was an artist. She said she had no interest in art, anything like that, until she hooked up with him. Now she makes her money through the art world. You know, sometimes that man that you meet is meant to bring something out of you, to show you something about yourself, to show you something new. Seriously. Sometimes that guy you meet, the good man for you, is not what you're thinking. He might show you a whole different lifestyle. He might introduce you to things you weren't even thinking about. Shoot, he might be the man who brings out your talent. He might be the guy who doesn't let you just be that ordinary woman. He might be the man who takes a caterpillar and turns her into a butterfly. But you got to be open for him. Because a lot of women might not be open for that guy. A lot of women on that list, see, that list is some bullshit. You know? Only list any woman should have, and quite frankly, any man should have is, are we compatible? Do we click? Do we click? That should be the only thing. Because you never know what they bringing for you. You know? And the ladies, I want y'all to think about that. Be open. I mean, you do have some basics. Like I said, you don't want to deal with a dusty. Okay. You want to deal with a man at least trying to do something in his life. Okay, that's reasonable. Those are reasonable for a list. But then when you put all this other stuff in, you in a fantasy world. You don't have time for that. Because the good man for you, in fact, I'm going to say the great man for you, like I said, he might not resemble that what you have in your imagination. All right? So anyway, that's all I have for today, ladies. Get back with y'all later. Peace and blessings.